All right, let's talk a little bit about the compositions then. Let's start talking about this VOD. So I'm actually super surprised that we see Fnatic without a Viper on this map. Not because, you know, I feel like Viper is needed, but because I would say that Fnatic is one of the best teams that actually utilize Viper properly. So I'm a little bit disappointed that we will not see like how Fnatic would use a Viper here on this map. But at least 100 Thieves have the Viper. But the major differences, let's see what are the major differences in compositions. 2 Astras, right? So no difference here. We have 2 Fades. We have the difference in the Duelist with the Sage and the Viper. So there's actually a lot of differences. There's like, both teams have mobility, right? The attacking mobility is there. There are the satchels. There's the dash from the slide from Neon. The problem is that this slide from Neon doesn't really give you that much space as you compare it to satchels or dashes from Jet, right? But the Neon wall is actually insanely useful on long B and on A as well, because you can just literally just cut the side like in half, cut the CT as well, and art as well. Like there's so many things that you can do. On long, you can literally just do like a fucking wall that goes like almost to the side. Like there's a lot of stuff that you can do with the Neon wall, and the stuns guarantee that you can have early control of art, early control of A main as well. I'm for sure that there are lineups for like B backside, like in this spot here as well, so they can like bounce like this or something like that, you know. So that we're gonna look forward to that. But when it comes to composition from 100 Thieves, I personally dislike Sages. In overall, I think that they're kind of bad characters to play at a pro level, but that's my own opinion, you know, because the thing is, the ultimate is pretty mediocre. It's only getting value when you have like very specific scenarios, and I feel like not many teams are utilizing her ult properly. But just ulting as soon as possible. If you have an occasion to use it, just use it, because Sage will not have that many occasions to be in a great or like the perfect spot to use the res. And I dislike it because of the defense, not because of the attack, by the way. On defense, when you figured out that the Sage is using like the wall in the first tempo on buy rounds, then you know that you can just slow down the game, right? I mean, that's one upside, I guess. Like if your opponent has a composition that is like relying on 5-minute pushes in the first 5 seconds, then I guess a Sage helps you out in like using the wall and making sure that the lurker will not come from one direction. That's essentially what happens on Fracture. Like on Fracture, Sage does the wall on Arcade and then fucks off, right? And for 35 seconds, you have like certainty that no one is gonna go through Arcade unless you have a Jet that updrafts over, right? So that's the thing that I feel like many teams just don't adjust on attack when the opponents have Sage on defense. And they just kind of play it like there's no Sage. And it's pretty easy to outplay the Sage once you figured out what's the plan for the Sage. So that's why I dislike it personally. But, you know, that's my own perspective on it. Now, the Raze, though. Raze Fade is very easy to use, is insanely powerful. And it gives you so much space and control. I'm not surprised to see it being used on Pearl. And I'm very surprised that the composition from Fnatic doesn't actually have any mollies to clear. Like that's a big problem. I feel like KO would have been much better than Sky, just to fill that one niche. Because they already have Enzo with a molly, with like the prowlers. But then they go for very similar approach when it comes to initiators. So 2 initiators that grant more vision than actual control, you know. But yeah, let's see how it goes. First round, you can see that there's a very specific approach from Fnatic. They have 2 players controlling defaults, right? So we're gonna see the Neon in the window B just going mid, I guess, and controlling double doors. And then Astra just lurks and is a sentry player for B long, while 3 players on long A try to fake a push, right? Let's see if that's actually happening. Wait. 3 players got detected from the attackers, if I'm not mistaken, because no one destroyed that arrow.
All the way down on this curve.
And Mystic dies first, no trade, pretty bad spacing. Like that's actually pretty bad for Fnatic. Like, I'm not sure if you guys realize, but look at the spacing. Like this should have been a fake, not a commitment. See, and Mystic overheated here. There's not a single player that can trade him. The plan was to, because from what I see, Enzo is not even pushing forward. This should have been a fake, and Mystic overheated and dies without a trade, and that is like insanely terrible for Fnatic.
During LCQ with the opener to start things off. As much as we talk about confidence, I feel like...
Hello, Sazami.
Yeah, that is huge, but also this protocol that they had in general there. You saw they have 2 stars to take control of this curve area. And then elbow, sure. Whatever.
As you can see, Astra and Neon were just holding defaults. So I'm 100% certain that this strat was just, let's fake A, try to get a kill from Lurker on mid or on B long, and that's about it.
So much space down long. I think they want to try to flip back that way.
Sages, though, it's very similar approach to Icebox, and I mean every map is the same. When you play Sage on pistol round, you want to save the Sage wall to just for defusing, right? Because it's almost impossible to destroy that fucking shit in time.
Remember, Mystic no longer around.
So normal, like just normal wall to just make sure that you plan for long. And the Sage is gonna be the winning ticket for the pistol round with the Sage wall, right? So yeah, nice push. I really like it. They had a disadvantage in numbers, but now fuck me, Astra's dead. No, she went backside. But Alfire was just left alone because of that. Nice separation by the pen shells. Ah, man. Okay, so this is one of the kills that actually are game changing. Bowser is in a position where he has the ability to kill a player and still deny the defuse. Look, and he even goes for debuff, man. He just needed 2 body shots. All right. Yeah, he needed 2 body shots. 2 body shots to kill him. He only got 1, so that was like 60 damage. But yeah, if he kills the player on backside, the Astra, then he denies the plan and buys time for the team to actually destroy the Sage wall. But now they lost because of that. Very unfortunate for Fnatic.
There's a wall out though. They gotta break the wall.
Getting it all the way to half, and you're right, the wall provides cover, but there's enough suppressive fire to get the...
Yeah, but in general, this all just crumbled the moment Fnatic overheated on A main and lost the sky.
They left Asuna on B by himself. Invited Fnatic to join in on that site. And then the entire plan worked really well. Use that wall in the retake. Just as we've seen so many times on Icebox. Great retake and great start from 100 Thieves.
I've never
felt Jesus Christ
close to the possibility of disclosure. The Nephilim.
Thank you. Maybe next time.
Sure. Right?
Our schools. What?
All the NA teams played. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Full eco for Fnatic. I'm actually really surprised that they don't go for a full blast force. Like, this map actually benefits from it. I think pushing a odd or split A main is something that allows you to be very effective with the force. Not B though. B is pretty bad when if you want to attack on the force round on long B. So I'm actually very surprised that Fnatic doesn't go for that. But let's talk a little bit about the Viper wall that is being made by 100 Thieves. It's a very standard wall in general for 2 areas here, and I like it because it gives you a lot of space. So first, it has 3 purposes, right? First purpose is there's this small spot of the wall, because now when an execute or like control is being done by the attackers towards A main, they have no clue if someone crossed fast, Because if you cross fast, you have like the ability to have the controlling angle here, because the opponents are uneasy of pushing through the Viper wall, right? So you get a little bit of damage before they peek you, right? And then if they didn't cross the wall in the first tempo, that means that someone can be behind the box and they need to lose time to actually go through it. Now, when they do that, they have the second part of the wall, which is here in this spot. And that means if they want to peek into A, they need to go through the Viper wall or just wait it out, which is very important. And then we have another one, which is here, right? And this is a questionable part. I feel like this is a very specific part of the wall that will never work in ranked because no one will understand what to do with it, right? Because in theory, this is a Viper wall that helps the attackers. But if the defenders play around with a specific play in mind, then this can be used to like maneuver around it on the defense and benefit from the DK. So I like it, but it's a very complicated wall on the side here to make sure that it's effective for the defenders. And let's see how let's see if even there's an occasion for 100 Thieves to actually use it. Early's flash for A main control, but it was very easy to hear that it was from very far away. This is why you see Sage is playing like very safe in art, and two players on A are ready to rotate fast. And it's a retake on B. Like, man, I am so surprised that Fnatic with 5 Glocks and like 5 bullets are actually going B long. I am honestly baffled that this is the call. Well, that should never have happened, by the way, for 100 Thieves, allowing that one player to go into elbow. Oh shit, map. Yeah, my bad. Nice shot by Durka. Huge advantage towards the attackers right now, but the problem is they don't have the hardware, right? And they're all stuck there. So yeah. It was way more successful attack than I thought it would be in the first place, but they get stuck in the elbow area on the backside B. So yeah.
With the spike now being planted on both rounds, Fnatic will definitely have a really nice buy here, and 100 Thieves will be bruised and battered. They're not going to have options to go for a true bonus. Instead, they'll take the potential massive.
All right, full buy round for Fnatic, but look at the. Oh, wait! I needed to check something because I always scold teams if they're not buying full util on eco rounds. Let's check. Yeah, yeah, dude, yeah. I am in disbelief. Alfire doesn't buy his stun, second stun. He doesn't buy a single stun. He has 2.2k and he doesn't buy a single stun. That is a huge fucking mistake. Huge fucking mistake. He has enough cash to buy some key pieces of utility. And maybe, like, he died in like after getting the first kill, but he maybe, right? If he had the utility, maybe he would have capitalized on it. So that's one mistake. Enzo doesn't buy the C's. I'm assuming he's not gonna buy it next round, unless they got the they got the plan, so he's gonna get it. But this is a huge mistake. This is a huge mistake, and I don't understand this. Like, I really dislike that. The fact that Alfire didn't buy a single stun on the eco round is, like, in my eyes, a huge blunder.
Like 2 months, but it's a little longer than that. Almost half a year now, which is crazy to think about.
I'll find you. Same Viper.
Isn't the orb more important than Viper than Astra? That depends on the plan of the team, right? It really depends. For retaking, it's easier to use the Astra ult than Viper ult.
They just skip it too, right? Alfire just dives in front of the wall, takes control of art, so it completely nullifies everything but the double.
Wait, I wanted to see the opening gambit. So default setup by Fnatic, like really defaulty, right? You also see one attacking star, like the default attack stars by Boaster is like this. You have a fake smoke on B long, so you're able to like sneak by without the defender spotting you from here or from here, right? So that's one thing that Boaster tries to do every single round, and that's something that you should probably do in ranked as well if you play Astra, because it's always good, right? Then we have this star to apply pressure on potential pushes from Art. If you have contact on Art, this guy gets stunned or pulled, right? And then you have the same on A main in case the player holding default on A main needs the help, or if he just smokes it off as a fake with the same purpose as here, so someone can sneak into the box without potentially a player spotting from here.
Crazy to think about.
Now Fade Hunt is being used to control. I think this lands on top of the building over here. I think it only controls A main, nothing else. It bounces, by the way. No, it doesn't bounce, but it's only for controlling A main. Actually, no. Actually, I think it lands over here, like in this spot, and then it has a vision through Art through the small window there as well, if I'm not mistaken. It could be. I might be overreading it, but there's a small chance it's for both. See the window here? See this window? It might land in a spot where it also grants a little bit of vision into Art. If that's how it lands, that actually would be sick.
Bit different look from Fnatic. It's much more spread out. They are trying to explore the middle of the map.
They just skip it too, right? Alpha here just dives in front of the wall, takes control of Art, so it completely nullifies everything but the double doors area.
Yeah, the fake's been done.
He has his wall, no more slows though, because the low purchase they're going for.
Oh. Yay, dude, those nades are just, I don't know. Dude, I'm so happy that I see actual pros using stingers nowadays. How long was I talking about stingers being like fucking insane, right? And how long did it take to actually more pro players being using it? In this Champions, I have to check it, but I think, wait, run it back for sure. I think there's like a lot of stingers already being used. Weapons, event, champions, group stage. Stinger 2%, 150 picks already. Like that's fucking nuts. Still less than Spectre, but it's actually going up. Like it's almost the same degree as a Bulldog. Very happy to see, because it was like almost not used at all, you know. And imagine that the Stinger was actually broken. Like when I was using Stinger in ranked, it was actually broken. Like they nerfed it to the ground. Like the gun was so fucking good. And it's still a good gun.
They again inviting them. That's while the fuel is down for Stellar.
Again, it seems like we're getting...
This defender smoke is not the best, right? Because it allows the attackers to actually gain a lot of space. But the point is, like, it denies the plant in the long spot from close. And remember, Fnatic doesn't have the Sage Wall. I'm actually a little bit angry here at Fnatic, because this is the third time they're attacking B. And it feels like attacking B without Sage is kind of trolly, like attacking B on Icebox before the changes to the map. You know?
4 strong on the side of Fnatic as they quietly work their way up. Little defenses on this side again. We've seen this round when it was Hasina. This time,
they spotted him.
Stellar.
Man, where's the second TP from Durka?
Also has his orb here, so he can put it up potentially in a second. K coming through on Alpha.
He didn't set it up yet. Now he set it up, okay. Oh my. Not a fan of the way that Fnatic's playing. Very disconnected. No trades. Very chaotic.
Two rifles here. They're in a 2v3.
Nice shot by Enzo.
Try to lean into the smoke to provide some cover, but Bang is left alone. The Prowler not gonna tag him. He may get something here. It's just one kill though. That's all it was. He was flashed up to high heaven. Fnatic get the first round.
And good recognition from Fnatic to stay in front of that smoke that 100 Thieves is consistently trying to keep up.
Yeah.
They had the Viper Orb there, and then the Astra smokes.
Come on, Fnatic energy buy? What do you mean? The fact that they buy small shields, they don't have more cash. They don't have the luxury of buying full shields.
Against Fnatic, who is definitely bringing a little bit of an economic boon. Knowing exactly.
See, here Bosa say good recovery. That implies, and properly of course, that even though they had a full buy and the opponents were on a full bonus round, right? I mean, not full, but on a bonus round, Bosa recognized that they were on a back foot. Like in that specific round, it wasn't a good scenario for them. It wasn't. The plant wasn't for them. They needed to be aggressive in the post plant. Like it's actually it was a very stressful situation for Bosa for sure.
Also 2 stars again, super deep up into the.
I checked that Hound Enzo was doing on A. It lands in the window. That's an art. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's a very good hunt. That's what I thought. I thought it was actually landing on a building that also looks for art, but if it lands in the actual window, then it's even better. So we can see the this is a very specific Astra-like stars. Look, this here creates pressure. That's why do you have see the counter prowler being used. That's essentially what I'm calling like the counter spells, right? If you see like utility being used that indicates a push or indicates like aggression from your opponents, you want to use your own utility to counter that push. So in this case, Enzo sees the smoke, feels like they are going to be pushing them, so he's using the prowler to get info, delay that push so they can be ready for an offensive. And they hear it from middle of long B, right?
Both teams with an understanding that there may be something on the other side of this.
They're fighting for it, man. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Why they're not tradesmen? Like, what the hell is going on? Dude, I don't get it, man. This is not the Fnatic that I always was watching.
Fnatic, thankfully the smoke clears and they're able to at least recover some of it. But they don't know what's on the other side now. They're going to have to be really cautious of a close setup. Also that cubby. But there's just nothing here from Fnatic. They have to call an audible, and it looks like Boasters are already heading back over towards this B site. So for the 4th time in a row, we're eventually going to end up on that site.
It certainly seems to be the case. Remember, it was in the previous round that Fnatic, you even heard it.
I think they bought half shields some rounds, even if they had enough for full shields, but I could be wrong. I mean, in this round, you can see that Enzo and Mystic had the cash, but they're playing for the next buy, so they're buying it for the next full buy, which is interesting because that assumes that they are going to lose this one. But I really dislike if we're gonna keep an eye on it, but like if you play against teams like 100 Thieves, like there's more and more phantoms being used, like. And when you play against 100 Thieves or like DRX, there's no way that you're gonna benefit from buying small shields if you have cash for the full shields.
Oftentimes they're not able to clear out the back of B site, but look, Stellar's not here this time, and there's nobody actually playing in dark, which has been their issue so far.
Left. Once again, contact. Boaster,
but so far in 4 rounds, I have seen Mystic and Delka just peek with zero trades. It's like you cannot tell who's at fault here, because it's either the one guy over peeking, like Mystic in pistol round. That's actually, I'm certain about that was Mystic over peeking, or Delka here just not saying, like, I don't know, like he didn't set up TP, anything, you know. It's kind of weird. Important kill to get that ultimate like trigger. So he gets info about 2.
They keep the front of the wall
with the flash. It's because they haven't been able to get him out of this corner. They haven't been able to get him out of that.
Nice stun, by the way. Accidental stun, because it stuns like, look, stuns the push, but also will land at the will land at the spike. Look.
Out of this corner.
But this actually, oh no, this actually keeps Enzo, oh my god, from trading. Oh my god, that is a blessing. No, not a blessing. That's a fucking disaster in disguise. Oh my god, that is actually terrible. So now Mystic dies and there's no trade. Oh my god.
Off that back alley. Now Austin creeps forward. You've got more sources.
Yeah.
Breakthrough just in the nick of time.
How did they just demolish Fnatic?
I actually, not gonna lie, I think that stun actually lost them the round.
To take the front of the Astral Wall that they put down.
I think that stun actually lost them the round.
The Astral Wall falls is when the kills fall too.
Do you want to build a dropshipping business that brings in thousands of dollars extra each month?
Oh shit, no way. Free scam training? Thank you, man. Bro, 100 in 1 month! Yeah.
Look at this retake. Asuna all the way at the front. The defuse goes on. And at this point, there's not even...
Would you call that unlucky? No, I feel like that's just... how to explain that? That's just inexperience, I guess. Because he could aim lower so it doesn't bounce anywhere. You know? Like, actually... let me turn on a custom map in the same time because we're gonna point out some things as well. Like I feel like many neons actually do a very specific, in my eyes, mistake. Okay, I'm not saying this is a always mistake or something, but I'm talking about min-maxing and like optimizing your way of playing, right? So we're gonna talk a little bit about that in a moment because yeah, I'm in prison right now. There's like a lot of stuff that you learn as you just master an agent, because you can do a lot of shit, right? Like when you master an agent, you feel more comfortable on it. And I feel like Neon, your report of a player abusing tech chat was verified and the player was penalized. Like the message always. And in general, like I would say that a character like Neon always benefits from time spent on playing her, and it feels like from the few runs that I've seen, Alpha doesn't really feel that comfortable. You know? I love the Retakes, but every time they go to playoff, they just bomb so hard, it's frustrating to support them. It's weird because it's like they should be able to play well. You know? They should be able to play well because they have really good strategy in general, but it seems like very similar to Fnatic. Like Fnatic also like should have should have always like trades and good discipline, and this so far is not really showing it, you know. So, but you know, it's only a few rounds.
I got Spike.
So, where do you stream from? What do you mean? Country? I'm Polish, my friend. I'm in this position here, right? And the thing is, Alpha did this like this, right? And this when something here actually bounced like this, right? Like this. No, not like this. Like this. Anyway, he bounced it here. But it's like, as you can see, it can actually go here as well, which is even worse, right? But when you're playing in a position like this, and you know you don't want to peek it, you want to stop the aggression, you can do this. Right? Look how much space it gives you. Because when you do it like this, someone could push out, right? To avoid this stun. Like, do a super wide peek to avoid it. But if you do it like this, then you essentially like guarantee that no one is like peeking you. Because this is just too much space, right? And I feel like there's a lot of players that just don't think about it. They just always like go for the default. I need to bounce it from a straight wall. Yeah, like you don't have to do this. Because this actually fucks over your players on B long, or just hits here like Alpha did. I don't even know how the fuck did he nail this angle exactly on Spike. But it's like an accident that actually ruined their round. But when you're attacking, like you can always just bounce it from the ground, right? To like guarantee that it's a more stun, like a breach stun, than actually disconnected stuns. But yeah, but that's about it. Enemy also knows you're not gonna swing with it though. Yeah, but that wasn't his plan anyway. So it's like just buying certainty, you know? Like it doesn't matter if you like fake something or not, as long as you're alive and post plant. And the only thing that was important for Neon there to be alive, you know?
It seems like he's gonna try to take art. You see it, the flash through for Alfier to take that space.
Same default setup for Fnatic, but this time they actually go through towards mid a little bit. The buy from Fnatic is just like awkward as fuck. Also, why does Derka have a fucking Guardian? I'm sorry, what?
Even pull the diffuser through that wall.
What? Why does Derka have a Guardian when Bosa has a Frenzy? What the fuck am I watching here, dude? Like this, there's such a small difference between the Guardian and the Headhunter. There is a difference, of course, but it's a very small difference, right? And I don't understand, like, why does Bosta have a Frenzy instead of giving him that Guardian? So Derka just uses Headhunter, and they have almost essentially a full buy because Alpha is gonna just run in with the ultimate. You know, like that is like straight up low-key trolling for me. What the fuck, man? And this is not the first time I see this on a pro level.
Note here for Fnatic, Alfier with his ult.
Like that is actually big. Yeah, here you can see the Haunt land in the art window. Like if you're playing Fade and Pearl, I think this is a lineup that you should be using actually by default. Like you should steal this lineup from Fnatic and use this when you play Pearl in ranked. This is superb.
Gonna try to take art. You see it, the flash through for Alfier to take that space, and he may have not gotten all the way up, but he's tucked around.
No, but seriously, like this is I can't watch this, man. I can't watch this. What the fuck?
That are on this map.
No, that's actually Pocket.
Oh, you're right. I got that one wrong. But again, a heavy investment mid here.
What they're buying full half sheets right now. This is around when they go for the full buy next round.
From the back of B site. But they know, given that haunt, which they've already seen, Alfier could definitely be close art.
Yeah, excuse me, Derek should be up shortly. It just went out.
Alpha's going to use his ult to try to challenge Bang here, who is just completely ready. Oh, they're going to the sewers!
Challenging, yeah, into sewers. It was
I think that was like 2 headshots actually. It was such a fast DPS.
And gets the kill. And now they have alley control. Now they can push their way towards B. But much like we saw in the previous round, 100 Thieves have control of that back alley. And guess what?
Nice
Alfier
setup.
is not done yet.
That's a nice, like, what I like here is that Derka doesn't push unless the pressure is being done. Look at the minimap. Derka is long B right now. And he's just controlling it. He's not showing himself too much. So now when they're doing pressure from the double doors, he peeks the moment that Alpha has contact, not before, right? Like that is very important. That is very important. And it gives them like 3 frags here. Like I really like that. Really like that.
And guess what? Alfier's not done yet. A 3v2 in favor of Fnatic.
Has the spike though. Oh,
that would have been so big.
He's the real thief here.
Stellar with the Molly right into Mystic Slap. And that hurts. Asuna trying to find the swing and there's suppressive cover.
Derka tried just helping Mystic, but Mystic was fucked anyway. Very nice retake by 100 Thieves. I love it.
Can he get the 1v2?
Good fundamental play.
But the shots don't land and they're just going to push him. They're going to swing out together. They have to clear it up. Alfier's gotten into 1v1. He's already got 3.
Okay, I love that how Asuna just jumped in and created space for the second player, but Stella didn't take the wide angle enough. So Alpha actually outplayed them, but then he lost the 50-50. But it was well done by both teams. Just Stella just didn't get enough space after that Sage jump. But yeah.
The IGL holds strong against the young player from Fnatic. But Asuna with the hold. He got challenged immediately in B Link.
All right, they have 4.4k. Let's see what is the buy from Fnatic.
Bang did, and Asuna was there to support. This fight as well.
Will didn't even shoot once. Like he wasn't even ready.
Well, they didn't really capitalize on any of the Sewers push other than getting the first pick.
One enemy remaining. That's three.
Which, mind you, was a big one, right? Dropping out the raise, but you're right.
And he got 3 kills and wasn't able to secure a round. That stings,
I
man.
don't think that's going to be much of their... It's so weird to see emotion out of Sean like that.
Fnatic calling a timeout here, down 3 rounds. Seems like the money should be okay for them to be able to buy up full here. But they've heavy leaned towards B, right? Primarily through long. We've seen them explore that area of map through mid a little bit, but you're right, they have not explored the eastern side of the map whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, outside the early push onto the A site. I think this is what a lot of coaches have been talking about. This is on RP, because they're not double trying to flush them out.
So they have cash for full buy, but they go for half shields. Oof. And Enzo will not have cash for a full buy next round anyway. So will not have Mystic, so will not have Boast, if I'm not mistaken. Depends, like they're on a losing streak. That's a little bit more complicated. Although I heavily dislike it. Like they're just going for like, we're gonna buy guns almost every round, but then not give it to the people that need it. So I feel like this is slightly trolling. And also 100 Thieves is known for playing phantoms, stingers, and fucking shotguns and shit. So like they utilize weaponry pretty well, and buying half shields is detrimental. Like, I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I really dislike it.
Viper wall, and yeah, the pit laid right over the top of it.
I'm not a fan of this Viper wall being used in the Viper spit.
The thing is, they've kind of
But it's more for the... Whoa! But it's more for the A main than anything else, actually. And like the potential push up from double doors, so it gives a little bit of space, you know?
Which is primarily used all the way deep into mid, also covers the A main. They just collect the orb and fall off. This one, they want to force through this pit into Art.
They don't have Enzo's Nightfall. They don't have any like clear.
Dude. I know that there can be like different calls and shit, but just using the wolf to get 0 space, you're not gonna push for that Viper spit anyway. Like you won't. There's no way. Like the only reason why you want to dog it is if your opponent is already doing a mistake and stands in this space. And if he stands in this space, that you can punch the Viper. But if the Viper, that only assumes that the Viper is stupid. So I really dislike this. They just lost the Tiger for no reason at all, right? And they gained 0 space. They go back to A side. The wall broke down though, right? Yeah, the wall broke down, so that's the moment for them to strike. Boast is lurking on mid. He's actually not controlling anything right now. He's just looking into a wall because he's ready to like do an execute. Okay, so let's pay attention to the execute. What? Okay, sorry, I was just paying. I was confused for a moment. All right, so I don't understand why this is being used in this spot instead of like using in this spot, because this does the same shit right here. Like you cover this space anyway. Like it buys you space to go out here. I mean, I guess the angle is just not good enough to use it like this in a straight line. But I don't know. Like this is a convenient angle to use while peeking, but I dislike it because of the smokes. Like the smokes actually give you similar space already. And actually this wall, if the opponent from Art is standing in the smoke and he hears this wall and he knows that the wall is like this, it actually might give him confidence to peek through the smoke. So I kind of dislike this.
To find some space, and Alfier goes right through it and gets two.
Nice done. Nicely done. Good push. He just got a 3K, man.
Alfier seems to want to do it all himself.
But why are we pushing? Why are we pushing? Why are we pushing?
On the other side, but can they hold back? Alfier's got 10 HP.
Yeah, there's a lot of over pushing right now happening in Fnatic.
Ghost is already covering. Sewers too.
So far ahead of the round.
What a great execute. The amount that went into that. The haunt for Alfier to get into that smoke. The utility that was pushing Derek out of that smoke.
Like, I don't know, man. Hey, Matsi, how we doing?
He was flashed.
So, I don't know, guys, but I feel like from the time I was doing VOD reviews of Fnatic, like a year ago, I feel like Mystic is doing the same mistakes that he was doing back then. Like not ready to support, or like over pushing, overheating, and fuck me, man. That is kind of disappointing to see. Dude, no, I don't. They're playing against a lower buy from 100 Thieves. And Fnatic doesn't buy full shields. Like, your opponents are not playing chamber, bro. Buy the full shields. You have almost 4K on Boaster. You have almost 2.5K on Enzo and 4.4K on Durka. It's halfway through.
The retakes are hard.
Yeah.
Let's see if it actually matters if they get one-tapped by Sheriffs from over 30 meters.
Soft. At least on B.
They've broken the money though finally. And this is Sean Garris and Stellar's chance to go for a push into mid.
Yeah, but Alfier seems to be ready.
What did he say? Sean Garris? What?
They've broken the money though finally. And this is Sean Garris and Stellar's chance to go for a push into mid.
Why is Bala saying Sean Garris? I understand he's the coach, but he says Stella and Sean Garris. Stella is playing the game. Sean Garris is just staying in the back seat and coaching. What?
Mid. Yeah, but Alfier seems to be ready for it. And again, he's got that ultimate. Oh, a shoulder given away. But you swing out.
He's one bullet.
You see five Thieves just waiting for you, and you get cleaned up for it.
Can't get the gun though.
Such good utility by 100 Thieves to regain that weapon, man. Such good utility. Really loved it. Boaster couldn't do shit.
Actually punish.
But off of this, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of fun mid.
Yeah, but Alpha not using the stun after he missed, like. That is just terrible. Like here, he misses, and he just re-peeks into the blind. He just assumes there's only one player there. Like, not gonna happen, broski. Like, you are Neon, man. You have 2 stuns, the fastest stun in the universe, and he just commits like, this. I'll be honest with you. How many times like Alpha played Neon in general? Once in the past 60 days. This is the first time I was actually playing Neon. Yeah.
For you, and you get cleaned up for it.
Now you guys get it. Why am I saying that it's so important to play your comfort picks when you play ranked? Alpha is a professional player that is better than all of you in chat combined. And he doesn't have the reflexes, the muscle memory to play Neon correctly. Right? And he's better than all of us combined.
None though. Oh, he just picked it up.
But some things are just some things just come with experience and reps.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of fun mid, but while that was
Yo, bro, Kromsky, thank you very much for the tier 1. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
happening, Fnatic have gotten onto B. They've taken full control. Once again, we're seeing them push aggressively into spawn.
They have to, this time they actually have to push aggressively, and I like this because they're on a back foot. They need to be aggressive. They need to get one kill. It's very nice to see Asuna actually go back and wait for the retake. He has to be alive. Like, Asuna has to be alive. Once he knows that he's being pushed into the spawn, he needs to be alive and wait for the opponents, and wait for the teammates to have contact. You know? Yo, Corby Boss, much for the prime. Welcome to the lab. If you could introduce yourself to us, that'll be phenomenal, broski. Where are you from? Or Siski? I understand that you have to live, but 7 ads in a row is crazy. We can also just sub and have no ads.
That. Just the walkabout deep into spawn. And Will has his ult too. They're playing close. This could be dangerous. Will could definitely punish them.
Got Durka playing real close by too. Well, as you mentioned, no danger there.
This could have been a disaster, man.
$1 analyzer Val tracker contract from Rexani.
My brother, I'm gonna do the Val trackers after I'm done with the with the VoD, okay? So wait, we don't need this. We don't need this. Ah, shit. Wait a moment. To connect it with Twitch. So my brother, I'm gonna refund it for now. And you're gonna send it when I'm gonna be done with this stream, with the VoD review. Which team has impressed you most so far? I think, in general, I was very impressed by 100 Thieves. Like the way they play the LCQ, the way they play in Champions. I really like it because there's a lot of discipline, and I feel like the players are actually following, the way the team coach are trying to teach them. I really feel that, like, the players are actually learning from the coaching staff, you know? Email leaked. I mean, it's not a mystery, man. Everyone in the fucking world has the same fucking email. name.surname@gmail.com, man. And also, this is straight up fucking trolling, and I'm mad that Fnatic is not buying full shields this round. Like, dude, they play a Raze Viper. They deal you like damage with actual utility. Fnatic doesn't, but 100 Thieves does. And they decide to go 3 small shields when they have 6.6 cash, 6.1 cash, and 3k, and then other 2 players have 4k. Like, dude!
Some good ones for the execute too.
I need to ask Bosa about this because I'm upset, man. But this is nice. But again, I feel like it's a little bit disconnected. But it's much better than in the pistol round. Because Mystic didn't overheat in the left side. DDK liked my tweet of doing a VoD review of 100 Thieves. I have to get it out from my vocabulary that I'm saying 100 Thieves. I don't know why I'm doing that. I just need to start saying 100 Thieves, you know?
Waiting on the other side as Durka decides to go the long way around.
They just took the site with 3 people.
Look at where Durka is. He's tucked in this tiny little corner.
Does he have a TP now? No.
Again, on the other side of
5v4.
there's no way they expect him here.
There's very aggressive secret push. Like, Alpha should be playing with contact of Sky here. The moment Sky has contact, Alpha peaks. If Alpha dies first, that's a troll. Never mind, Mystic just gets the kill. Well played. And this is a save? Yeah, this is a save. It's a 3v5. They have all the space. There's no way that you can retake it. And Will gets 1. Yeah, but still. Still, this is a good call. Unlucky that they lost Derek here. Bosa on the lurk. That's the default position that they did. This is literally the strategy that they're trying to do the entire game, but it's the first time that's actually successful. Because Mystic got the first kill with Chamber. Ooh, okay. That is a bad outcome for 100 Thieves. Like, they wanted to save those guns because they're low on cash. So the call was correct. Fnatic countered that safe call. So it was well done by both teams, I feel like.
Nimi's a guy who thinks a lot about how to use these ults to give themselves the best possible advantage.
It's not always troll. You need to take into consideration enemy team comp if they just use enemy team comp and if they just use Vandals. Yeah, but 100 Thieves is not a team that uses only Vandals, and also they have a composition that deals damage.
As well, to just instantly pounce.
Like, guys, I feel like, you know, you buy half shares out of necessity in this game, not because it's a strategy. On pro level, I really think that the additional health is just so important in many situations because you're gonna get angle spammed, you're gonna get fucking mollies thrown at you, and every point of damage actually changes a lot. Because when you think about it, you have 125, right? 3 bullets of Vandal deal 120, right? That means you get 5 points of damage, 5, just 5, and 3 Vandal bullets kill you. Right? That's it. And then you're fucked. Then you're fucked, you know? Just 5 points of damage. That's 1 bullet from anything going through any wall. 1 tag of a molly, because that's enough DPS to deal you to 120. And also, it makes the Raze showstopper so much deadly, because even if he misses, he's gonna kill you anyway. Stingers and Judges kind of rip you apart. Like, it's tough, man. You know? For Spectre actually means the least. Because double dink from a Spectre still kills you. There's no difference between like 125 and 150 when you double dink someone with the Spectre. But when it comes to the body shots, there is 1 bullet difference. But for the Stinger is actually a big difference. And for the Judge, for the Shoti, is insane differences. Like, you're gonna get butchered. Like, you're gonna get slaughtered. Sorry, not butchered. You're gonna get slaughtered by those guns. You know? Yo, Kestrel, much for the 15 months. Welcome back, brother. How are you doing, broski?
Keep Stellar up.
When it comes to trimming your balls, you
oh my god.
The brand new.
Thank you for trimming my balls, my brother.
We're not in that hit. The entry player for Fnatic was not even there.
Now it's 100 Thieves who are calling a timeout. See if they can right the ship. Again, it's been a tale of what, 2 timeouts?
Phantom is 1 shot even with full shields on. I mean, it's a 1 shot up to 30 meters. Over 30 meters, it deals 124. So you're literally 1 HP. But I understand like the calls, you know, when you have like low cash and you're like uncertain, you're gonna take weird angles. Like there's a lot of details that go into deciding which shield to buy, you know. But I feel like it's more about the personal level than an actual team. But when your team has 6 fucking K and you're still buying like, please Enzo, rebuy the armor. You have 9K.
For 100 Thieves, you see it. There's not much to go around. They do have Will Showstopper and they do have Austin as res. So maybe you try to dial something up. Note that they're both playing in art right now. There may be
no. This is straight up trolling. This is straight up trolling, bro. This is straight up fucking trolling. They have almost maxed out cash, and they go with 3 players. Sorry, 2 players half buy, half shield. 3 players half shield. Like this, I was like, before this round, I was like, maybe I'm too harsh on Fnatic. Maybe they have a better plan than what I was reading from the game. But this actually is an evidence that they're trolling. You know, like this is just straight up fucking trolling. Right now, I know. Like I know that I'm not fucking delusional.
The plan right now. Give Will an opportunity to hunt. Oh, but Dirk has been set up too.
Yeah, the recall on that star, the little film that's been out for Pearl.
They've got so much control here in mid. and it nets them the easy kill. Will's out of there.
Yeah.
Did he get the heal?
Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention how the fuck 100 Thieves got a kill here. What is the plan from 100 Thieves? Raze goes through art with Sage, Astrak does the block on the window with the smoke, right?
Now there may be something where
Let's see.
he's in a bit of world of hurt. The res brings him back up.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan.
Yeah, there's the smoke on the window. So Alpha would have been, was typically playing in window mid, would have been useless in this situation. So now they delete the angle from that, and now they push out. And Alpha is holding like very passively, because he expects a push from double doors, not from art.
Film that's been out for Pearl.
See, like the read on this situation is actually the opposite of what should have been. Because when someone is smoking window B, that means that they're pushing out of art, not that they're pushing out of double doors. Like the angle for this smoke is much better. Like you never want to have like the double door player to actually peek into the B link. You want the double door player to control window, but the art players to control the B link. So Alpha is misreading the situation, or he didn't get the info about the smoke in window B. Man, God. And Satchel to get out. Good discipline from Will. Like rounds like this is where you can literally see, like, yes, this team has good fundamentals. They are not overheating. This guy didn't push further. His first instinct was Satchel back. This is a very good play. It's very simple, but a very good play.
Yeah. Did he get the heal? No, he has to actually go all the way through sewers to get it from Asuna. Did not pose any more danger because you could see Enzo's ready to pound.
I read on Reddit that Enzo was suffering from food poisoning during this match. Maybe he wasn't right-minded, but it's not only him. It's in the entire team, man. Also, like, when you play on a professional level, like, there should be a player that is, like, his only job is to check orbs from the opponents in your own economy of the team.
This has been the story for a lot of the rounds from Fnatic, but...
Like, I'm gonna explain it this way. You have 5 players, right? And in the pre-buy phase, of a round, I can guarantee you that not every single player is talking. So the player that is least capable of doing strategy calls himself should have a different task. You know? Like, let's say I'm playing in a 5-stack, and I'm IGLing, but I know that one player is just never gonna IGL because he doesn't want to, or he's like not able to do it, right? Then I'm gonna give him a task. Every round, you open the scoreboard and you check if the opponents have any ults or are close to the ults, and you call it out, right? Then the second player, I will tell him, my friend, your job is to make sure that all of us have a full buy if we have the cash, right? Make sure to pay attention to that, and that's it. Those 2 players are probably not gonna make any calls anyway, so give them simple task for the IGL to not do that shit, because Boaster is probably micromanaging all of that, and he has too much stuff to do. You know?
A kneecap blown off, a shoulder, something.
I mean, at this point, Derek should be...
I'm sorry I'm a noob, but do coaches give advice to the teams? If yes, when they are allowed to during the match? Yes, during the timeouts. That's what the timeouts are for, Sanyako. You have 2 timeouts per half, where the coach can speak. And during halftime, I think. Actually, I'm not certain about the halftime. I would have to check.
Now they understand what's on the other side of this fight. Haunt spots Derek, no follow-up damage.
Only 40 seconds here. Boaster has found himself through double doors.
A sneaky son of a gun that he is, and he's going to continue to push his way forward.
There's so little time for them to actually get anything. Boaster has to catch a rotator.
30 seconds.
And he gets no info.
Just right.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
Zell's waiting for it. He's looking at it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
the
it's
normal
fucked.
weapon.
It's fucked. And the problem is that Boaster, I feel the decision making from Boaster is fine. But the problem is that, okay, let me rephrase. The decision making from Boaster in this situation when they are 4v5 is fine. He needed to push to get the control because they are already on a disadvantage. And he is not able to wait for the pressure. But if they would have a full team, if they would have 5 people, push from Bosa would have been a 100% mistake, because he needs to play off the pressure created by the entire team. You know?
He's only got a sheriff. The slows could really cause problems, though.
Note that Austin is here alone, though. With 13 seconds left.
Oh, they're just stuck right now. They're in mud.
10 seconds
But
left.
they may end up getting the site anyway. Yeah, they are. Austin is just here alone. Now they're going to show up and fight for the retake. It's going to be a 5v3. And note, there's
Do they have smokes? Yeah, they have smokes.
And Boaster's giving up the flank, too.
Any ults? Showstopper? Res? Yeah, they have a lot of shit. Showstopper first, right? Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
He gets Enzo. What? I mean,
On Enzo, it was actually Durka
yeah.
who was a target, but Durka gets away. They're still up.
there should be no one dying to this because Durka baited out the ult really well.
Like to work out.
But then Enzo just goes into the line of fire anyway.
Because if he doesn't, I mean, Asuna has the comfort to fall back there, and they still maintain the back of spawn. So not having that really punishes them. That's a thrifty win for them. There was only one gun in that round.
Not just that, it's a thrifty round win. The lead goes back their way.
Dude,
and they pick up the
I'm
from Durka.
I'm just laughing at Boaster crouching through the hole. You're right, though. So much. Thankfully, they did use Will's ult. So
Guys, we're gonna have ads.
Kubełek dla jednej osoby w 3 wersjach.
My god, it's a bucket!
9,999.
You have 2 rounds left. Why are you not buying full shields, man? Oh my god, dude. What is happening? Yo, Godsend. Thank you so much for the 49 months, man. Welcome back. Thank you, brother, for the support. Oh, brother, by the way. You need to kick Alionik in the ass. She was meant to do a Euro clown for me.
Awesome, rocking the op.
Not buying full shields because they're saving up for a bucket? Yeah. Fuck me, man.
Again, he still has that res to
Fuck me,
He's
man.
gonna be holding down.
Aggressive push, the Astra. Like, it's kind of easy to read what 100 Thieves are doing,
Be long and note, it doesn't seem
but it's
like
effective. They got the space anyway. Like, they are doing the same strategy on long B. The Astra smoke, the push up with the raise, you know, it's like something that they do, and they play retake on the other side. It's very well planned. It's very easy to read, but it's very effective because Fnatic now lost the area of A, and one player can just be now can be just posted here in this area, while the other ones will just essentially rotate. So I really liked it, and you can see that the wall on mid made sure that the players on mid are not advancing when that is happening. Like that is very nicely done by 100 Thieves. Like the wall works in unison with how they're playing on A control. Like, this is very nice, because when they do this push from A main, they lose control of art, and this pressure on wall from the wall on mid is compensating for the lack of control in art. I really like this. This is nicely done. Just getting a kick right now. Thank you, Godsend.
Because 100 Thieves is putting out the entire strat book right now. On all sides of the map.
The Prowler to clear out art, doesn't spot anything.
So Delka pre-setups. Look at the TP. He presets it up in art. See this? He has the TP in art, and for the corner in front of art. I think he just missed. I think he wanted to put the trap. No, he wanted to do it here. He wasn't aiming for the tunnel. Okay, so now he wants to TP out. Hello?
Trying to dodge the stuns and spots Alfie here, but that's
Yeah, I think so. He wanted to go back, but Boast dies first. Like, output, like bad position.
That's a big one. As soon as the smoke goes down, Will's there to
Fuck
poster.
me, man. And now good discipline from 100 Thieves. They go back.
That's challenging Fnatic's.
I'll be honest with you guys. Fnatic is not playing like Fnatic.
They continuously
They're playing like a... maybe let me say it this way. They're getting outplayed like a ranked team right now. Like everyone for himself. You know?
Be the first time they get through art, and look at the defensive setup from 100
What a nice angle by Mystic.
Thieves. They have 4 members all around the 3 now, but they still have heavy presence here.
And Will peeks into the unknown because he has the full safety of the eye.
Yeah, and that's what Stellar's looking for. He's been spotted already, so now they understand, well, previously it was just a threat. Now they know it's there. Yeah, it's Alfear who tries swinging into it, and Stellar holds the line. Bang keeps push right into it. And, well, previously it was just a threat. Now they know.
So Prowler to keep the pressure. Neon. But
right
no dash. What am I watching, man?
Now they know it's there. And they're gonna push right into it. Yeah.
Well, why is he not dashing, bro? He gets a reset of the dash. Even if he used it before, I don't think he even used it. But even if he used it before, he was able to use it here.
Previously it was just a threat. Now they know it's there. And they're gonna push right into it.
Yeah, that's just an function, I guess. But very nicely done by 100 Thieves. They just hold them. They know about the 2 players there. They just play crossfire, and now Derek is in 1v3. Spike being done. 20 seconds. They could actually 100 Thieves, Bang, and Will. Not Will, sorry. Derek had 2 options. Either they play double angle from here because they know the opponent's coming from here, right? And this is like low risk, essentially low risk, but it can happen that they both die. This super safe play would be to reposition for A because this guy has 20 seconds. He needs to go here, take the spike, and plant it. So the super safe play is going back onto A side. The other safe play is just to play double angle here, which is like has a little bit more risk, but it's like almost unlosable anyway.
100 Thieves.
And yo, we have Cats. G-Cats, thank you much for the prime. Welcome back. 5 months, brother. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the ongoing support.
To 6.
That push down onto Stellar was certainly a little ill-advised from Fnatic. Because, again, time running down, you're also just kind of taking the bait. Right? Sure, they kill Will, but you have the follow-up here from Derek and Bang as well. They're re-clearing art. The grab well was beautiful too.
Enzo doing?
Follow-up here from Derek and Bang as well. They're re-clearing
art. What the f... Are you seeing this?
Follow-up here from Derek and
that's not something I see often from Enzo. He's moving with the knife out after his teammates are getting killed, so he's not even trying to fight.
Bang as well. They're re-clearing art. The grab well was beautiful too. I mean, there was so much there from 100 Thieves.
Like, you're getting grab welled. Yeah, fuck it. You're getting pulled. Just hold your fucking gun. Wasn't he prowling? Was he prowling? Let me check. Maybe he was prowling. Foul is still alive. Yeah, he was prowling at the beginning, and then he was just confused. You're right. Okay, my bad.
Bang as well.
My bad.
The grab well was beautiful too. I mean, there was so much there from 100 Thieves. And instead, Fnatic spot one player and they want to kill him because they think he's exposed by himself.
It's 1 round left. Still 3 small shields.
What did Fnatic do here? A fast hit towards A.
And I can understand it from Boaster, but Mystic.
We've only really seen this in the pistol, but the gravity well again is the
problem. Oh my god.
Now you've got the Nightfall to push them back even more, but it's countered.
And Enzo just lost his ultimate for not even an execute. Did I see even one ultimate from Enzo doing an actual execute? I don't think so, right? I have seen 2 ultimates from Derek, but I think I didn't see a single ultimate for the execute.
You saw the stun through the little window.
Yeah, into art.
And it just gets completely denied by 100 Thieves utility.
At least they don't have a text-to-speech fucking narrator during the ad.
You see Mystics there checking to see if anyone pushes in through art. But once again, Fnatic heading towards B. Asuna still has that up.
Dude, not gonna lie, I'm actually would love to buy a desk that goes up and down. Like, standing during the VoD review, I would love to be able to stand like this and just be like, "Hello, bro, blah, 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 blah." We're gonna just talk about it. There was one when you complained about the neon wall. That was the defensive ultimate. Not attacking.
And he's been patient.
And there's no cross smoke this time.
What was that both?
But Dirk has popped his eye.
Whee!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And not a moment too soon. Now
Unlucky,
the
I
down.
guess.
There's no one close by to recover it.
Ridiculous. He pops that late in the round. Asuna feels safe to try to re-peek angles.
Split-second decision, man.
You heard it. You heard the ult line go off, and you knew what was coming.
It looked like the op was recovered for just a moment. Jerka goes back to the van, and the op actually goes in the hands of Enzo.
Double up now.
But they're so close. They're both there.
Remember that the chamber ultimate deals now 130 damage. If someone would have a small shield, who would have died?
Both ops are in that same nook, cranny, alley thing. Cosmic Divide to keep him back.
He's gotta get
but once again, they've gotten past the Cosmic Divide they set up before, and there it is. Durka with another. Yeah, I think he cleared out the room, but with that hop shot. 35 HP, and they swing right into his lap. Understanding there's pressure coming in from both sides, he tries to keep it at bay. Bolster's been cleared out as well. A 2v2 Stellar on the tap. They're going to swing him at the exact same time. An excellent response from Fnatic.
Oh, you almost left him.
Just such a good recovery.
But they lost every single gun. All right, guys, it's the last round, okay? If they have, it's the last round. If they have cash for full buy, for full shields, and they buy half shields, I'm gonna slam the desk.
Opens that round up for Fnatic.
Of course. They would have had such a difficult time to clear Asuna.
There's still time to recover. 20 seconds on the buy.
Beginning of that, before they even get the sight. Here's the shot from Derek.
Yeah, see the pings on the minimap from Fnatic already, expecting someone there. No op in the hands of 100 Thieves this time around.
Yeah, it's not something that they're relying on at all on this map. Don't necessarily have the money for it anyways.
Straight up trolling, man. Straight up fucking trolling. Straight up fucking trolling, man.
No op in the hands of 100 Thieves this time around.
Again, the same push from 100 Thieves. They just push out of the fake. Actually, it's not exactly the same because they push slowly through fakes. It's actually completely different. Disregard what I said. But the stars are exactly the same. Like they do a push, but then they go for fakes to actually make the opponent think that they are not pushing. So they go for the fake smokes right now on here, on this area, and Bosa just falls for it. Eats it like a, like what? Oh, what is the English name for cormoran? Wait, what? Is it actually cormorant? What the fuck? Okay, we learned something. Yeah, he swallows it like a cormorant, man. He gets the bait. Look at this, man. He goes on the pocket and just gets outplayed.
It's difficult. How does that happen?
It seemed like he just slipped right around a smoke.
Boaster just doesn't understand that wall yet.
Why is Bosa lurking instead of Derke? Because Derke goes for the aggressive peaks after Alpha gets a little space. That's about it.
No? All right, we'll change it.
I like the position from Alpha. I really like the position from Alpha.
Fnatic getting the spike down on B, and once again, Alfier
Astra is great for lurks, by the way. Astra is phenomenal for lurks.
going aggressive. And he finds a kill, man. He sees everything through the magnifying glass of self-confidence. But
The fact that it will do?
and he finds a kill, man. He sees everything through the magnifying glass.
Did he just rocket jump?
Self-confidence, but will with the showstopper, goes in, goes aggressive. Alfie are still on top. They haven't figured it out.
I'm not sure what happened here.
Stellar and Bang, the only two left.
It was very
Last round
confusing.
of the half. And there's really, I mean, if Stellar gets a kill, maybe he's got the pit. Maybe he can make a play out of this, but no.
What the fuck is... Dude, I was doing VOD reviews without like premium on YouTube before, and that was not the same ad density that it was before. But yeah. Dude, I need to fucking subtweet my tweet, because... Holy shit, man. Where's that tweet? Where's that tweet? Holy crapperoni. Fnatic was trolling with the half shields while maxed out on creds or last round. Damn, son. Damn, son. All right, brothers.
And I think it's interesting that everything that went.
And you saw that.
All right, let's pay attention to the setups.
There, 100 Thieves, they're
Holy, Fnatic just pushes long B for control. There's the Viper Wall from B. Interesting attacking Viper Wall. Oh my, that is really interesting. I would love, like, it's not good, right? My first impression would be, okay, this doesn't really do much, because it gets you control. Like, let's zoom in. There has to be more to it, so I would love to see it. But right now, if you like get the kick all of the context out, right? If you would like to like only judge the Viper by this Viper Wall, you're gonna be like, oh, this is straight up trolling. There has to be more to it, because I'm certain there's a plan. So, but right now, this Viper Wall essentially just nullifies the angles from the defenders, so you get more space while attacking B long. But after that, there has to be planned with that. And I'm actually surprised that this Viper Wall is used, because there are no pop flashes for the attackers. So I'm like, okay. I would love to see this like being actually utilized, to see what is the plan. Like, I'm gonna assume just Bang is gonna just then smoke off like a one-way maybe on the balcony. Then they're just gonna maybe smoke off like here, you know, like maybe smoke off here to just, I don't know, one of those 3 points definitely would have been smoke, and then they can push into elbow. Maybe smoke elbow to check the corner here. I don't know. I would love to see it. We'll see.
They rarely lose those.
Derek gets spotted. Someone else shoots the eye, so they know the one guy is now planted behind the pillar. But Alpha, if not checked, he can get a triple kill here.
They won the first.
But Mystic is fucked. They check it anyway. Good job, Will. Will, so far in this match, is actually showcasing really good fundamentals. Although, look at the minimap. If he would have died here, there's no trade. So, yeah. But discipline is good.
Excellent start. Mystic with the trade, but Bang continues to push his way forward.
Let's see if they can match Leviathan, who's 8-0 in pistols on their group exit into playoffs.
Dog, it's been one pistol.
Dude,
come on. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm just going off the stat thing. I just do what I'm told.
Stella is the 100 Thieves IGL.
Just Dirk and Boaster. You see, they're so far from each other.
I like the wide swing, but you run out of ammo pretty fast on the frenzy.
Yes, it was, but off of that, they're just going to rotate into A, and you've got Dirk who's going to take the long way around.
Yeah, dude. So far, Fnatic is just getting outplayed by 100 Thieves. Like, really getting outplayed, man.
this is where they want to play post plant from, so shouldn't be any problems.
I guess you can see the Roomba was used early on to go back into spawn.
What would you say Alpha's performance here? From it seemed like he went for too many ancestor duels and gave first blood away.
It's too easy.
Not on attack, not really. But you can literally see that he is not comfortable on Neon.
Yeah, there's just no way in. High low.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Ben cleans it up at the end. I saw him go.
So this is like a unlosable setup. This is like, you know, you have two players holding the exact same angle. When those people have angle, right? The guy goes here, is like, haha, I'm a chamber, I have a headhunter, I'm gonna kill you both. Can happen. Because the fucking headhunter is a little bit of a good gun. Right? Disregard the fact that he has one bullet and he has a ghost. But the thing is, when those two players hold the same angle, Stella can just either peek contact, depending on the position on the minimap. He either goes for the left-right contact peek from those two players. So not only they have a really good setup for two players holding the same angle, there's the security of the third player playing off contact. And when this happens, when they have contact, Stella probably just instantly moves. Let's see. Yeah, see? Like, they killed him, but the moment they started shooting, Stella already moves. And that's the proper like discipline. Like, you just play off the contact. The moment they have contact, you just speak out.
Oh boy. Ben cleans it up at the end. I saw him go from crouch to uncrouched and
Don't worry. You know what you always say.
Wasn't even close.
There you go.
Who did the ace on the fracture rope? That was Crash Cheese from Optic.
Take the lead again.
Burp, burp.
And Will is definitely feeling confident. For his international debut with as much criticism as he got regionally, it's great to see. Only one half in, but everybody had the question.
Does he have a Elgato foot pedal to clap while talking?
Can Will actually be an animal after everything that was said about him online?
It's early, but he seems to be answering those questions, and he wants to go aggressive already.
What is that? They've got a molly going through the window and a haunt
Questions
said about him online.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. What is the setup here?
After everything that was said about him online.
Taking art control, right? Yeah. Really well done. Clears the entire art for Will when he goes with the satchel. Really like this. Really like this. So the eye is also angled in a way that if someone is either, so it's not a full security. I feel like the eye could have been better if posted on the box. If it would land on the box, then it would have been even better, right? But if there's someone behind the box, he's not being spotted by the hunt, but he's tanking then the molly. So Will has to have a little bit more discipline and wait for this.
He wants to go aggressive
Dude,
already.
what is that? They've got a molly going through the window and a haunt too with the double satchel from Will. So cool.
2 prowlers to clear out elbow, and they've gotten onto A. Well, I mean, there's no alarm bot. There's no contest at all.
It's drilled. Look, the molly's on top of the smoke.
Yeah.
Good execute. Just
smoked out. There's a nade going into dugout to clear that.
good execute. I really like it.
Meanwhile, Fnatic, they're like, yeah, let's just walk push. Let's walk push stack.
Now the strategy is just to get exit kills, essentially. Like by shifting here, they essentially lose 15 to 20 seconds. That means that there's only exiting.
You've got Will close by.
What? Yeah. The spacing is just so bad though. Oh my god.
He's got 3.
Mystic just flashed, fully flashed. Also, is this of course it's the worst flash in the game. Why are those all fucking skies doing the same flash? That is just so terrible, man. I'm getting flash all the time like this because the sky always does this hard 90 degrees and insta flash, and that is good for the sky player, but it's never good for any of the fucking teammates because they take the wide swing of you, so you flash them. As a sky player, you can do a pop flash when you know that you're playing for your teammates, man. Like this, you know?
Oh, 1 line down. Dodges the flash. Oh, it looks like he may have flashed himself. He's got 3.
Hey, Sesht.
Enzo is going to show up at the very end of the round. He's expecting, anticipating pressure from which side he can find, and Ideally, here
What if they have
Fnatic
cross when they
justify
when Will
exactly
pushed
what they're
out ahead?
It's a pretty perfect anti-eco there from 100.
I mean, he used the boom bot to clear it.
Will got 4 kills. He's really close to that ult, and he only had a Spectre too, so he easily ready to fight in this bonus.
And this is better than they looked in the first half at this juncture,
At this
right?
juncture.
Remember, it was very.
Can you tell how Mystic should have flashed? Yeah. Is my custom map still working? Yeah. So we're attacking Art, right? And I'm this guy. And there are 3 players behind me. Right? So if I'm playing for myself, I can do this. Right? And it pops here. Like, I'm not a Sky player, by the way. But you know what I'm talking. Like this pop flash, right? So the thing is, that's good flash for someone who's hugging the wall, like the Sky. You don't even have to like actually control it, right? Yeah, I don't know why people are even controlling it. You just do this. Alright, just do this. You don't even have to control it. Just press it. But the problem is, if the Sky is standing here, the natural angle for the players coming behind the Sky, if Sky is here, the second player is like this. So he gets fully flashed. That's how Bosso gets flashed. But this is a natural like angle that the players will have. Because no one will gonna go like here behind the Sky and be like, yeah, flashman, and we're like ducks behind you, you know? So the flash from the Sky should be just higher and more deep, you know? And just call it so the players from you have time for to just not get flashed, or flash behind you. Like here. So it's half flash for your team. And when your teammates are going like this, they're not gonna get fully flashed. You know? The wall of the arch also makes that pop flash dangerous? Yeah, because they're being covered by this. Anyway. Yeah, but there's like... Or even you can do this, but this is like complicated to do. Like behind the box, right? Yeah, this is not something that is done like... lightly. But you could do it behind the box. Like here, this would be like perfect, but that's like that. Dude, this is complicated to do. Even as a Sky main, I wouldn't feel like comfortable doing that while, you know, like playing full rush. But yeah, like here, just yeah, this is fucked. If you do flashes like this when you play with a team, if you're not alone, right? Those flashes fuck your teammates. This flash that pops here, right behind the angle, fucks over your teammates every single time. In ranked, if you'll do this and someone who's with you, he's gonna get angry. Wouldn't the deeper flash be easier to dodge for the enemies? Yeah, but it's not about dodging. It's about getting info. It's about pushing for control. And the flash from Mystic fucks over the push. You know? People are too much like... Sometimes using just the utility to create pressure is more important than actual effect of the utility. You know?
Previously, now they can ride this in a bit more.
Now is here where the desk's question about what are they gonna do, Fnatic, with Alpha here?
Yeah.
Because he has a gun now. They're all light armor though. I expect him to go for a lot of those extremity controls.
Which agent's better on Pearl, Sova, or Fade? It really depends on how the team wants to play. Unless you ask for... ranked. Then in ranked it doesn't matter. Just play your best agent. Dude. They're actually buying low shields against a bonus. So I'm not saying this is like the rounds on attack. There were some straight up troll rounds, right? Here I can understand why they're buying small shields, but I heavily dislike it. You know? Like you're playing against Stingers, Spectres, you know, like a lot of random shit, right? And they might actually get up close and personal. The small shields might actually be insanely decisive in the outcome of the round.
Prowler spotting Alfier.
No bot lineup for Will. Might keep Alfier back actually. They fight in front of it.
Ah, he sees the feet underneath the double door.
Bang creeps his way up towards A.
Have we got time to review one VoD today? How much would you like prefer to review? I don't want to do more than one map per day, to be honest. Like, I think it gets stale at some point. And also just energy demanding. I would like to play the game as well, you know?
They've taken Art. They should be able to take Elbow. Now they have 3 members left here. Fnatic do.
Mystic gets body shotted by a Stinger.
Make it 2 now. But Boaster's got Phantom. And Alfier's here too. It's a 3v3 here for the site. Spectre in the hands of Will. Can he find any value with that thing as he creeps his way forward just on the other side of the smoke? Boaster there waiting. The Stinger doesn't land. Boaster
I wasn't Stinger, that was Bulldog.
And the numbers just crumble on the side of 100 Thieves. It's all Derek, and he's not going to clutch his way through that one.
No, it was pretty close, but still a good eco. I mean, good bonus for 100 Thieves. For 100 Thieves!
But that was a difficult situation, right? A lot of the utility had already been spent.
Posiłek gotowy w 30 sekund. Fuel to posiłek kompletny pod względem odżywczym z idealnym bilansem.
What is wrong with those people recording the ads and using shit mics, man?
And you have Will trying to go for a play into that smoke. Boaster holds strong, though.
Do you think Fnatic giving easy art control less rounds? I mean, it's hard to hold it when 100 Thieves are using that the utility to clear it. You know, we're gonna pay attention to it in the next rounds because now it's gonna be a full buy round. This is gonna be the important round. This is on purpose, so average viewers think they recorded it by themselves, so it's more authentic. That actually makes sense. That's terrible, though. Fuck me, man.
100 Thieves, full guns, still light armor, all on the side of Fnatic, and they had the money to buy.
So, C's to control art, but it doesn't... No, wait, that was just the eye. Never mind.
Also note the 2 ults on the side of 100
So they just played a little bit defaulty from B-Link to avoid the smoke and B window. Again, the same setup like the last round, and now the Boombot for the B tunnel, right? Let's see, this is a lineup. So it goes like this. Wait, actually, let me check this. I'm actually really interested in checking this lineup for the Boombot. Let's see. Hi, cheats. Oh. So he stands like this, and he was pointing here. Let me check.
And a lot of what
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what this does. Like exactly. Okay. Checks the tunnel and then goes here and checks the cubby. Nice. Okay. Very good lineup. So it checks here the B tunnel, the most common angle. It doesn't check this one, but the most common angles, the first contact it checks, and then it checks the guy in cubby. Pretty good. Pretty good, my friend. Like that.
What actually was happening in NA was relying on your Astra player to get a lot of those ults up.
Look at Will. Oh, not close enough.
Enzo gets 0 damage here.
Entirely unscathed.
A little bit mechanical mistakes. A small mechanical mistake costs him the ultimate.
For quite a little while. They've already put their wall up towards B.
Now a CT side Boombot that checks all of mid and heaven from double doors. Nice.
Yeah, a couple of misfires here.
But they just used actually Mystic with his Trailblazer up into Art. Saw nothing. And he falls a little bit farther back.
Look how the Viper wall made certain that the players from B are such an awkward position, because when they pushed out double doors, right? They put a smoke here. The Viper wall was active. They pushed out the player from the connector. So essentially, this area has to be regained by Fnatic, which is something that Enzo is now doing. But because of that, you can see how Neon is essentially useless. By doing this push through double doors and then going back, they essentially stunned Neon to be useless on map control.
This is a very similar setup. They've gotten into Art. They've gotten into this alley. They get all of this space.
Oh, look at Enzo. He's pushing out mid right now.
But now she's unlocked, see? And she's rotating. And 100 Thieves are a little bit late now on that execute. Could have been a little bit better, but you know, they don't have the full info of the fucking minimap. You can't blame them. But it was almost perfectly done by them, you know? Fortune for Fnatic, Neon is fucking broom broom fast, you know? But they get the plant, they get the post plant set up. They have, what, 1 star, Enzo gets 1 for 1, so it's not positive. So this is still positive for the attackers. Boaster has no stars, or maybe they're on cooldown. He's smoked off the spike right now, which I like. I like walling off the spike. Smoking off the spike, because they need to fight the players in A main. Otherwise, they're just gonna spam the spike while they're defusing. So essentially, so you guys understand, if you smoke off like this, right? The players will just spam the diffuser, and you cannot really kill him. So it's more important to smoke off the spike rather than smoke off the main. But the thing is, now Alpha is actually doing the wall, and they're fucked. So Alpha literally trolled Boaster right now.
The cosmic divide is gone, and they put
and which allows now Stella to actually use the snakebite without a lineup. He just peeks out because he's covered by the wall.
All of their own. They've got lineups, they've got gravity wells. Boaster's just gonna hold it the entire way. Oh my gosh, the Molly keeps him back, but they've gotten it to half. Mystic may be able to do it himself, and he does. We're tied at 8.
Jesus Christ.
How
that is just chaos. Just chaos, but they almost got trolled by the Neon wall.
I'm so lost.
Thingy Contra Astro sucked. I think he did, but I'm...
The threat of the cosmic divide is gone, and the cosmic divide still keeping
Let me
back,
check.
but they've already pushed
No, it didn't. He didn't. It was just bad Astra divide. Bad Astra pull. It was too close. Like, they lost because Bang just missed it.
They've got gravity wells. Boaster's just gonna hold it the entire way. Oh my gosh, the Molly keeps him back, but they've gotten it to half.
The Seas pulled him back to the smoke? No, guys.
The threat of the cosmic divide is gone, and they put up a wall of their...
Look, you can exactly see that the pull is too close. Look, it doesn't matter what the Seas does.
They've got lineups, they've got
he has the range here, so it doesn't matter. Like, he gets it.
Boaster's just gonna hold it the entire way. Oh my gosh, the Molly keeps him back, but they've gotten it to half. Mystic may be able to do it himself, and he does.
You guys are reading too much a little bit to it.
We need to see that again. Boaster almost full defused, and then Mystic just finishes it. Threw a Molly too. Oh, there's a Seize. Did the Seize keep him?
Surely not, right?
He activated this false stun that was supposed to be the stun. I think it didn't matter. The star wasn't even there when he started diffusing. Guys, fuck me, man. Let's check, but I'm almost certain that it wasn't there.
But they've already pushed their way through. The threat of the cosmic divide is gone, and they put up a...
I mean, it is there. I guess he misclicked, whatever. Like, I'm actually not certain if this is not even close as well. Like, but he fucked up anyway. Like, Bang fucked up, so that's why they lose the round.
Round 17 before us.
I mean, it's not the sole reason, but it is the main reason. Okay.
Has his ult. Tied at 8 apiece here on Pearl. And again, a push into Alley.
Don't bomb it this time.
A push into Hall and a kill for Will.
Oh my. Why is Enzo peeking when Alpha has the contact? That is the biggest question here. Look, this is messed up. Right here, this is... Enzo should never peek this. They lost the control. Alpha is holding the contact, and Enzo peeks first and trolls the round. Like, if Alpha holds the contact, and Enzo peeks on the contact of Alpha, they probably get 0 casualties or get like instant trades. But because Enzo peeks first, now Alpha is fucked.
Push into Hall and a kill for Will. Slight blunder here last time we saw him in this spot. This time no showstopper, no satchel to cause problems.
Could have get it naded, but doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. If he gets naded and they both peek. And now they overpeak because of that. Jesus Christ.
Asuna flies across the screen and trades him out.
Random bullet, let's go.
Somehow they come out with that advantage. That is crazy. Trademark slows them down though. They should be able to get on the site, but Alfir somehow is getting himself all the way to dugout.
He's alone. He's alone.
Why aren't you doing watch parties? Please do some watch parties at least for the playoffs.
They can't really rotate back.
I have a lot of shit to do in the afternoon and evening because, you know, my wife is pregnant and we have a lot of doctor visits and just I need to help her. Oh. Puts the wall up, starts to spam through it. Shots yet. Almost isolates. 9 bullets, and now you're gonna have to deal with Viper's pit too. Like, the situation wasn't hard enough as it is. I don't know, man. Those walls from Neon are really not good. Like, they don't give him anything. He essentially just helped. Oh my god, a monkey. This is the guy that... This is the guy that holds, like, the record book? Mein Gott.
That seems to be the case.
Wow. 100 Thieves debut. And after a blunder, like we just saw in the last round, they maintained composure, even after this round started out really well for Fnatic.
Put Alpha on Raze? I mean, he doesn't really look good on Neon. I don't say that Neon is a bad pick. I don't think it's a bad pick. But the problem is when your pro player doesn't feel confident on that agent, and he literally doesn't feel confident on that agent, then it's a problem.
They don't need to buy up full armor or anything like that. As we get near to the end of the map, when it's as close as this, those little things matter.
Imagine if Mystic doesn't get double here. That just literally just get fucked.
Keeps the advantage for them.
And by the way, they had to push out of art. You can like be like, oh, why is Bosa pushing out of art, man? That is straight up trolling. It's not trolling because they already lost a player on double doors. Like, you need to play aggressive on defense if you lost the control because one player is dead. That's something that I always say when I play Haven. You guys remember? Like, one player dies in the first 3 seconds, we're fucked. Now I need to push aggressively into my opponents because otherwise we're playing retake with a disadvantage.
To do it again too, because he's constantly doing stuff like that. He's laughing about it all the way to the bank. Slow lineups for him, double slow. Used very early.
So, satchels from Will to get control early on one satchel. On long, Prowler to get a little bit more control and push it out, and players are slowed down. Look, it still gets one player because Asuna gets first without smokes. That's a little bit awkward, not gonna lie. Woo! Oh my god, yeah, no one expected that. Really nicely done. Yeah, like that. The aggressive plays when they are not expected because you push through your own utility are very, very nasty. This is good behavior. Like, to understand when being offensive, not offensive, when being, how do you say that? When being, like, on the offensive, right? When to be on the offensive and when to be on the defensive. It matters a lot, and Will seems to understand that. He gets him, but doesn't do much.
Oh, he's gonna get a kill like this, isn't he? He's been flirting with it for as long as he has. It seems to
How the fuck did that guy die?
Oh, he's gonna get a kill like this.
Ah, Stella just peeked out of stairs. But they don't know about Will because he didn't trade him. Oh my, this might be problematic.
But Durko with the shot. And now the Cosmic Divide through Will trying to spam across as Boaster gets it to half.
And Bosa just holds it. Oh my god, that was chaotic round. That is really chaotic.
Holds him back. Bolster gets it to half. Swings off.
The thing is, Enzo goes for the ult, right? Does he? No. I'm a little bit confused. I need to rewatch this.
Oh, he's gonna get a kill like this, isn't he? He's been flirting with it for as long as he has.
That's
It's inevitable. Derek on the swing, but Durko with the
Seas goes where?
and now the
Nowhere.
through Will trying to spam across as Bolster gets it to half.
Now it's the Seas. Ah, on Will.
Swings
Okay.
off, gets the kill, but it's Bang who holds him back.
Yeah.
Bang again.
It was just well played by 100 Thieves. They just peek off each other,
clutch
you
in
know?
these situations. And he holds the lead for 100 Thieves. So close for Fnatic to hold that. The wall comes up. For
Bang
them.
went behind. I mean,
So
it's just good positioning against the Cosmic Divide. That's about it. Like, they didn't even know where he is, so it doesn't really matter where he was, because it doesn't matter. Like, Bang was not visible at any point of doing that retake, you know? So he just gets the trade on Will. That's essentially it. Just nice crossfires.
again is so clutch in these situations. And he holds the lead for 100 Thieves. So close for Fnatic to hold that. The wall comes up for them too. This was the round. What a swing. Out of the corner. Just found himself a little pocket. Oh my.
Right. They made
Alfear and Durka both have their big kill ults. So they could definitely make a round out of this, especially with Boaster investing a Guardian into this round.
just go fast.
O, a to co?
Oh my
Fuel
god.
powder. Fuel to posiłek kompletny pod względem odżywczym z idealnym bilansem.
Dude, fuck this audio. Fuck this audio, man. Polish language is so terrible when it comes to audio editing, and those motherfuckers use on purpose, like bad mics, is just giving me aneurysm.
One ult popped.
Opinion on that Astra ult? He did it for retake. We just had to adjust for the different placement of the spike, so it wasn't the best, but it was something, you know.
There it is. Durka took some damage too. He has to back up.
Just took a little decay there.
Two prowlers. Second prowler didn't check much, to be honest. Oof, that is such a nice nade to push out the player from the backside.
Alfear's popped his ult. They're definitely trying to go for this, but they expected them to have committed.
Yeah.
And they haven't.
He finds nothing. Execution styles. Asuna's waiting. Now they're going to push up towards the middle of the map. Again, remember, these are two members who are further back in Bang and Stellar. Now they creep their way forward.
Yeah. That is just... That is just...
Enzo waiting in art. He still has his ult.
That is just not good. Let's say it like that. There's absolutely no reason to do that. The only reason why Alpha did that was because he has the ult and he was like, oh no, my ult will run out if I don't get a kill. So he just runs out of the perfect defender smoke. Look, the problem is, he runs out into perfect crossfire. Look, this smoke from the defenders is actually better for the attackers from the other side than for the defenders on the side. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Look, it has the perfect angle. Like, Alpha just peeks. He gains no space. He just peeks out in the open into a crossfire.
He finds nothing. Execution style.
Them to have committed.
Yeah.
And they
I mean, the dog didn't check both because, you know, you get destroyed even. But it doesn't matter. They just peek. It doesn't matter, guys. Like, the thing is, this commitment... Oh my god, dude. You have to go for a 50-50. The dog will not check both sides because there's just too many players.
Now they're going to push up towards the middle of the map. Again, remember, these are two members who are further back in Bang.
Flash would have been much better. Yeah. If this would have been pre-planned with a flash, 100% better. But with the dog essentially has no util here. Like, it's just what? Gives you an info about the player anyway.
The original plan was to try to punish. Well, let's see what you can do. Try punishing us. Go ahead.
Right there.
Great calling from Stellar here. Still have to deal with potentially Durka, and they're coming to his site.
Oh, and he gets spotted.
So they know he's there and he can't
Oh, he's
challenge him.
fucked.
He's just gonna have to
And he
sweep
cannot
through
repick.
the smoke if he wants a shot at this thing. No.
Enzo gets the kill on Bang.
Gets away. What? Bang has fallen and Enzo's got a weapon. Oh, but the timing's not great. But he may have heard him. He did hear him, and he lands the shots on Stellar as well.
Enzo on land activated.
How have they flipped this thing back in their favor? Now the
Now
Seekers
the
are
Sky
used.
ult.
They
Again,
have full
space,
control. They've
Enzo
got
ult.
everything. The Seeker's gonna
But they
find Dawson
smoked
on
off
right,
the
so they know he's there.
main.
Mystic's gonna get it to half. Boaster cleans it up, but they get the kill on Duel. But it's still at half. It's still at half. They've got to get the
Oh,
kills.
Jesus.
And Durka may be doing it himself. You hear the showstopper Will just biding his time.
I'm
Boaster with the brutal
very
decision before him.
confused.
For Will just, it's still at half. He's gonna get it to
That
Will.
smoke from Boaster fucked them
Now the
over.
Seekers are used.
That's Boaster smoke. Why? I am so confused. He actually smoked off the spike in the previous round they won when a bank fucked up the suck. But now he smokes off main when they actually use util to make sure that they can fight the players in main. So this smoke, you guys remember how I said that the neon wall fucked them over because the plan to smoke off the spike was better? And now Boaster actually counters their own Nightfall because of the smoke.
Everything the Seeker's gonna find Asuna on the flank.
See, see the players from main? They just feel aggressive because of the smoke. Like they literally just get the kill because of the smoke. They literally win because of both the smoke. I don't understand one thing because he played it well with the smoke just a round before, or 2 rounds before, right? And now this smoke just fucks over the entire team. That is very unfortunate.
Destroyed again. After it looked like they actually
Maybe he noticed that Raze had his ult for stop diffusing. It doesn't matter. This smoke gives them... Look, I'll explain you. The thing is, and you should apply this to ranked as well, to many situations, Heaven C and so on. So let's say I'm playing Omen. Right? And this is there's like 2 players from the opponents here. Actually, fuck this right now. 2 players here, and I have like, we're going retake 3v2. If, fuck me. If the Omen smokes off A main and starts defusing, the players next to him are useless because they cannot help him. Those 2 players were just gonna play like this, and they're just gonna spam the diffuser through the smoke. Or one player is gonna spam, and the other one is gonna sit in the smoke because those 2 players will have to push into the smoke to kill the player that is spamming and is like trying to stop the diffuse, right? And if they're gonna be passive, then there's a high chance that this guy dies because it's hard to diffuse this in this spot. And then they're fucked. Right? But if you smoke like this, smoke for yourself on the spike, right? Then those players can actively stop the players trying to kill the spike diffuser. So they actually have impact. They can just hold the angles. They can just try to kill those people that are peeking out now, right? So you can play like up, down, on the right side. You can play like crossfire for 50-50s like this, right? So this guy takes this one. This guy has this angle. This guy has this angle, right? Because that's how you should be. Holding it, right? Or the other one, which is like this. So you have the angle in the same direction. Like there's so many different things that you can do. But if you just do the smoke, over here, you're fucked. And if the Raze has showstopper, then, like, dude, you just pop it and shoot straight. If there's no smoke, then she needs to actually peek out, right? Expose herself. Maybe she dies before popping the ultimate, and you can just You cannot even be on the spike. You can just tap it and go away. And he needs to shoot it anyway. You know? In that round, Derek went out of the smoke and got 2 kills, which really shouldn't have won. But you understand that he only got those 2 kills because of the smoke. There's no other reason. Right. Like the reason why who was that? Bang gets those 2 kills. No, Derek gets those 2 kills is just because of the smoke. Look at Derek's positioning. He's now in the smoke. He would have not been in this position if there would be no smoke. He would have to stay in main. So now he can push out of the smoke when Derek just taps the fucking spike and he's like defenseless. Right?
But it's still at half. It's still at half. They've got to get the kills. And Durka may be doing it himself. You hear the showstopper Will just biding his time.
Actually sight. Actually fight while that defuse is going down. Plus Derek in the smoke.
You said he didn't show emotion like that?
I mean, when he's back, somewhat involved in the server.
Alright, so at 17 I closed my first $5,400 client. By 18 I was clocking in between 30 to 40 grand. And
wow, this guy has to be a fucking genius, man. And also he's using Messenger. Fuck me, man.
There's an opening. There's how you get some value, Durka. We actually did not see that in their loss against Paper X back at Copenhagen, where he takes the initiative.
Big opener out from him.
It is called Scam Academy. I think it has to, because that's crazy, man.
Into the fold once again. The Molly's going to keep Oster back. And remember, Durka's on the opposite side of the map, so they should feel a bit more comfortable about getting B long control here. Push their way forward. They've gotten up so far. And they're going to have backside control too.
Something that concerns me as the spike goes down. We have a 5v5. Durka is flanking with an op.
Yeah, but you've got Derek who's waiting for it too. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is going to happen on the site.
They just used a haunt.
And he waited around it, so they don't know that he's coming. But
he's so late. Derek has no impact so far. Thank God Mystic gets kill here.
To find the same level of value.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
And it was Durka on the flank to clean it up at the end.
Yeah, but the thing is, the thing is, Derek had no impact this entire retake, and if Mystic didn't get 2 kills there, this would have been lost.
Nonetheless.
But they really didn't even need him. Mystic and Alpha just make a meal out of the players.
See? That's what Bala says as well. Like, this was not a good retake.
Thieves. Momentum was with them. But they decide finally to go towards that B site. And they pay for it. Money is still not even that great for them too.
Have you tried watching in 0.75 or less tempo instead of epilepsy mode? I'm not certain I understand. What do you mean? Which place is better for planting on B? This is not scannable, or this other new one, which gives you ability to play from long? That really depends on how the team wants to play. But in general, planting for long is always better. If you have the opportunity, you should plant for long, because it gives you more angles.
They do have the Astral Wall though. But it's difficult to play post plants with these types of weapons.
So he heard the guy being in cubby, so he's gonna go for the boomboard lineup, right? Was he?
Oh, the head is visible.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, this is very tough angle to hit. Like, don't blame him for missing. Like, it's not fucking easy, man. Wait.
Oh my god. Quarter combat. Oh boy.
Wait.
There's a stinger.
Mystic has 2k small shields. Where is he playing? With Alpha. I mean, okay, I'm not blaming him for a half shield here. Like, it's fine.
You were mentioning how 100 Thieves go about this round. They were doing a good job.
Yo, wait. I resist. Thank you much for the 10 months. Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. After losing, how many chances you can have to continue in champions? In groups, you can lose 1 time. If you lose 2nd time, you're out. In playoffs, it's gonna be the same.
They're using prowlers to take space and swing off of that. But now that they've gone through most of that utility, how do they approach? They have no room but to clear space. They have no prowlers to clear space.
Pang is so far up A. He's by himself here.
They smoked off, but it's steep. The alarm bot's going to spot them, and that's exactly where they're going. They're going to have to clear it out, and that might be a spam spot.
1 for 1.
As soon as the alarm
Look at the
bot
flank!
Oh, man.
What flank? Boaster was wise to it. They're just going to push in. Oh, they're going to push in, and him with 44 HP is able to get another.
Third time Asuna does the jump peek, but the players were not super... Like, imagine if the players are actually closer. Like, the spacing wasn't the best. The idea is good, but the spacing wasn't ideal. See? This space here, if there's a player, like, closer, if Stella actually comes close, right? And he peeks instantly the moment Asuna does the jump, Boaster is most likely fucked. And they would not lose even Asuna. But look how much space he created and no one peeks here. Like, this is the moment where someone should be peeking.
Oh, they're gonna push in.
This is a little bit late. It's like, I know, I'm fucking complaining about stuff that is like, oh, they still got the kill, right? But I'm talking about min-maxing. I'm talking about like really tight protocols. Something that you will expect in like, you should expect it now. I should expect it now, but we're not getting it. But those are the small things that you need to like, if you get those screws right, if you just get them tighter, you get so much better at the game, you know?
34 HP is able to get another.
30 seconds left.
I mean, what are your options here?
You're stuck in the middle of the map.
With nowhere to go.
The wall is still available here, but Stellar just put it up, so by the time they get there...
It's going to be gone, and Durka's waiting on the other side. Dodges the haunt again. 13 seconds left. The operator continues to be a problem.
10 seconds left.
Czy to spełnienie marzeń po treningu? To lace Ovenbay.
What the fuck? Look at that. A woman is talking. I can rewind an ad. Unlucky. Woman is talking and a man is talking. What the fuck?
Should be able to carry that. Well, actually, yeah, they are going to be able to get that up. Carry it into the next round. Fnatic win another.
What could have
This is have voice 100%.
But still with the disadvantage. They now have the guns.
Wait, what? The biggest misplay was that they pushed smoke when they can just listen for sound cue and watch bullet traces. They can spam the diffuser with the other two defenses spamming them. No, that is not correct. That is not correct. Pushing the smoke was necessary because of the smoke. The smoke fucked them over. This is why they pushed the smoke. They had to. You know?
And they've been
How you have ads in every 2 minutes? I don't know. I'll be honest to God, I don't know.
Specifically.
Fnatic up against the gate towards B. There's
I feel like Bosa could buy a full shield here.
no one there who's going to be there.
But it's again a close call for the next round. They definitely are saving up cash for the next round if they lose this one.
So much space.
Remember, last time we saw these lineups.
I mean, this is actually a good decision because they are 11-10. If they lose this one, it's 12-10. They need the full buy next round. So not buying full shield from Bosa is actually smart here.
Slows.
I'm just paying super ultra attention to it because they trolled in the first half.
One outside of the art push, and the other one to deny somebody going back towards secret.
Face your fear.
This three-man flank is going to be brutal. It only tags one member in secret, as you mentioned. Enzo close by. The Prowler's going to hunt him all the way back.
This is ridiculous.
Are they accounting for this flank?
Hmm? Dude, why?
He tags one member in secret.
From Asuna, it was double slows. One outside.
No, there's one slow, right? Was it double?
There's no one there who's going to be there to contest it, but they're going to take so much space.
Remember last
So
time
this is for CT and Art for the stairs.
double slows.
No, once. Well, just one slow. This is probably for stairs, if I'm not mistaken. Then smokes for stairs and CT. Ultimate for the entire side. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this Viper wall and the smokes being used at the same time. This is pointless. Don't use the smokes. If you do this wall, don't use the smokes. Save them for later. once the smoke, like the smokes go down, then sorry, when this wall goes down, then use the smokes. Like this right now is like doesn't really give much, you know? Or use the smokes, don't use the wall. Save the fuel. Actually, I think the smokes are better because they don't give the space here. Like, let me explain what I mean. When they push into site, if there are no smokes, right? Let's assume there are no smokes. Imagine that there are no smokes and there's only the Viper wall. Then the player from Art, NCT, can push out a little bit closer and be next to the site, right? So they can be in this area here, over here. Like this is the area they can claim, even after the ultimate from the Fade. But if there are smokes here and they just ult like this and there's no Viper wall, then there's no way that they're picking out of those smokes. So I like the smokes better, and we probably, as an attacker, should not use this Viper wall at all. Because right now it has no function. You know? And then you can save the util, you can save the fuel for the next part of the post plant without regaining it, you know?
It only tags one member in secret, as you mentioned. Enzo close by. The Prowler's gonna hunt him all the way back.
So I'm not sure why we're not taking space on the site. It feels really weird because this is not the first team I see that they're using the Fade ult and they're not cascading.
This is ridiculous.
I really dislike it. Also, Enzo is just like...
No longer around, but I mean, the real threat is behind them.
There's no explanation.
The Cosmic Divide's gonna keep them
He just got slapped in the ear for no reason at all.
Bang is waiting. Bang is waiting. He's ready for it. The op shot doesn't land. But are you expecting two more? I think that's a big issue here.
But they're all going back towards the Art side, so they're using their Viper wall too. This is going to be difficult, even if it's unexpected.
Oh, the round is collapsed for Fnatic. Maybe Mystic can do something about it. He's got the Seekers.
Moja ulubiona przeglądarka,
Dude,
czyli
I swear. What?
Za co ją tak lubię, nie
Is she 5, by the way? Is she allowed to even play in an ad?
Spam, 100 Thieves, map point. That could have been so disastrous.
Yeah.
But they handled it so well.
And it came so slow from Fnatic too. And meanwhile, Durka splits from his team. Look at this.
As soon as saved by Alpha wall.
Disastrous. Map his way forward. Mystic's left alone. 38.
Yeah, at this point, I'm almost certain that Alpha has no plan for the wall.
That could have been
Also,
so
I really do think that removing the damage from the Neon wall made her wall 10 times worse. You know? Like, I'm certain that the Neon wall is just dog shit right now because it doesn't do any damage. The opponents will just play just like it's a fucking useless thing. You know?
Yeah.
But they handled it so well.
And it came so
Guys, I'm not gonna use an ad block because those ads are content, man.
slow from Fnatic too. And meanwhile, Durka.
It was a change for low elo. People were afraid to push through it. Yeah, but it deals like, my god, dude. Friendly fire is 33% of the initial damage. So if the opponent would have taken 10 damage from the 9 damage from the Neon wall, that means that you would have gotten 3 damage in the same fucking timing. Like, holy fucking shit.
Right now. You just saw 3.
I really dislike it. I really fucking dislike it. The damage was necessary in that wall, in my eyes.
They've just done such a good job. Like, you see
Jesus.
in their game plan, Fnatic want to apply pressure off the flanks, understanding there is no trip to cover the flank or anything like that. They have to face those flanks themselves. But 100 Thieves a step ahead, expecting that level of pressure.
My dude's poster. It's 12-10. This is the round when you buy full shields. Oh my god. Yeah, this is trolling. This is trolling. Again.
Fast with this Viper all this time. First time they're actually using it.
Or drop Mystic a gun. Drop Mystic a Bucky. So he can have long range Sheriff and a Bucky close range. Because he plays for art.
When it's match point.
What a gift of a map that's been so far. Slow going into back sight. Clear out everything around them. It's just Boaster and Enzo here. The wall up, and this is the hit we were kind of expecting for a long time.
Ooh. Yeah, Asuna trolled himself with the wall. Because he doesn't cover the box, so he can get spammed.
Just Boaster and Enzo here.
See? Like, right here, this is the only, it's so funny. It's so funny. So he goes onto the side, right? They cleared everything. They made everything fucking safe, and he did this wall. So now he plants in the only spot that he can get killed. If he plants here, someone can spam it from the box. He plants here, he can't be spammed. Unless someone just literally stands here and shoots like this, which is very uncommon. So he literally outplayed himself. If he would have done the wall like this, then he has a safe plant. But he did it like this, so he dies. A small mistake, but a big mistake in the outcome.
The wall up, and this is the hit we were kind of expecting.
There is no gap. There's no gap. He just assumed that the box is gonna be the cover.
For a long time, but Boaster spams through the box. Bang is taken backside. And now they've got the Seekers to work with too. Still making it work.
I mean, it's not planted, my brothers.
Advantage. They've got numbers advantage. And now they have the Shroud too. Mystic not able to find anything off of that. Pushes the Seekers off. But Alfie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this where he spells disaster? No. Derek drops him. Durka in a 1v4 to keep the map alive. And he's not able to do it. As soon as he steps in, Stellar drops him. 100 Thieves win Pearl 13-10.
What a result.
I mean, the verdict is pretty easy to do. Fnatic kind of trolled their own game. Like, bad spacing, no trades. Really, the utility was subpar. Not something that I expected from Fnatic, to be honest. Like, there seemed to be a lot of confusion between the teammates. What is the goal of that round of the utility? How they use the utility together? So they literally, like, Alphayer fucked over his teammates a few times with his utility. Boaster fucked over his teammates with utility one time, and it was a very big one. The small buys, the small shield buys on attack side was literally trolling. On defense, I didn't mind it because I think it was done in proper moments. But on attack, it was literally trolling. And 100 Thieves, though, I think they played really well. I think they played well. They had some mistakes here and there and some min-maxing to do. But in general, the plan was there. They always knew what they are trying to achieve, which was visible from the way they played the map, which is not something that we can tell about Fnatic in this map. So this is definitely not the Fnatic that I'm used to watch, you know?